Day 203 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. This time we're at day 203, y'all. We're really making some progress here. We've been doing this for 203 days straight, y'all. And I hope y'all have been keeping up with this channel because I know a lot of people are not going to be able to keep up, y'all. So if you've been keeping up with this channel and doing your LeetCode problems every day as well, kudos to y'all, because a lot of people are going to start falling off, y'all. A lot of people are not going to have the discipline you have. A lot of people not going to have the consistency you have. But that's all right, because that's what it's going to take for you to be the best programmer that you could be, y'all. You're going to have to put in the work and keep putting in the work and never stop putting in the work, y'all, until you get your 10,000 hours and you can consider yourself a master programmer, y'all. But until then, we're here every day doing a LeetCode problem. So before we get started today, y'all, if you need any Apple AirPods, go ahead, click that link in the description. Go ahead and get you some. Then after you do that, bring your mouse right over here, and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. And then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. And then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and push this content out to a broader audience. As Swift community members, it's up to us to help the community to grow. And one way we can do that is to share this content out with as many people as we can find that will watch it, y'all. So your support is appreciated when it comes to that. Now, with all that being said, y'all, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 36, valid Sudoku. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry, we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand because we're all here on different levels of our programming journey. And if you don't understand the solution at the end of this video, then you probably didn't learn anything, and that is not what we want, y'all. So let's see what the question says. It says, determine if a 9x9 Sudoku board is valid. Only the filled cells need to be validated according to the following rules. Each row must contain the digits 1 through 9 without repetition. Each column must contain the digits 1 through 9 without repetition. Each of the 9 3x3 sub boxes of the grid must contain the digits 1 through 9 without any repetition. Note, a Sudoku board partially filled could be valid, but is not necessarily solvable. Only the filled cells need to be validated according to the mentioned rules. So I don't know if y'all only ever played Sudoku, but these are the rules right here. What we basically need to do, we have to get the numbers 1 through 9 through the columns, 1 through 9 horizontally, and each of these squares right here should have the numbers 1 through 9 as well. You see it's a square right here, it's a square right here, it's a square right here, and so on, right? So that's how the Sudoku board works. This this input, I'm not going to go over the whole input because I don't even know how I would read this, but each one of these represents, so this represents a row, right? Boom, this 5, 3, period. So the periods represent the blank spaces. Then it's a 7 right here, period. So each of these arrays represents each of these rows. So right, this would be the first row. Then this right here, oh excuse me, y'all. This right here would be the second row. Then this right here, this right here, my bad, y'all. This right here would be the third row, and so on, all the way down to the bottom. Then the output is true, right? So let's see what it says. So we want to determine if it's valid or not, right? So if it's valid, we're going to return true. If not, otherwise. It says a Sudoku board partially filled could be valid, but is not necessarily solvable. So that means it just because it's not solvable does not take away from its validity. So in this point, in this example 1, the output is true. Example 2, same thing. This time the output is false. It says same as example 1, except with the 5 in the top left corner being modified to 8. Since there are 2 8s in the top left 3x3, the sub box is invalid, right? So since there's 2 8s in this, and then it's invalid. We want the numbers 1 through 9, and if we have 1 through 9, there will be no spaces for duplicates, right? And so since this right here, this box right here, it will be right here. Excuse me, it go to here, then it go to here, then it go to here. Since this box contains 2 8s, we know it's not valid. So let's figure out how we are going to solve this question. It's not that difficult, y'all. Code not that long either. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do, excuse me, y'all. First thing we're going to do is we're going to say for I and board dot indices. I'll open up the brackets. We'll say let rows equal board square bracket I dot filter. Open up the brackets. We're going to say $0 does not equal a string with a period in the middle. So remember when I said the pyramids represent the empty boxes, right? So we're going to say the row, we're going to filter out everything that does not have a period. We're going to filter out all of these elements. So we're basically going to filter out all of the numbers. Anything else that has a pyramid, that has a period, anything that does not have a period, we're going to filter. Then, so let's get into the columns. We're going to do something similar for the columns. We're going to say let cols, COLS, equal board. Then we're going to say dot map. Open up the brackets. $0 square bracket I. Come outside of the brackets. Then we're going to say dot filter. And we're going to do the same thing. Open up the brackets. $0 does not equal a string, a period. Then we're going to come underneath that. We're going to say let n equal, open up the parentheses, A:3 times, open up the parentheses, I divided by 3. Come outside of that, comma, B:3 times, open up the parentheses, I, this time I mod 3. Then we're going to come underneath that, we're going to say let BLKS for the blocks, we'll say equal board, open up the square brackets, N dot A, N dot A, N dot A. Then we're going to say, my bad, this should be inside the square brackets, N dot A, then we're going to say up to N dot A plus 3. Then we're going to come outside those square brackets. We'll say flat map. Open up the brackets. $0, open up the square brackets. N dot B up to N dot B plus 3 again. This time we're going to come outside the brackets and say dot filter. Open up the brackets. We're going to do the same thing. $0 does not equal a period string. Then we'll come underneath that. We're just going to say if rows.count does not equal set, open up the parentheses, rows.count, because remember, set is going to get us a unique elements and it's going to remove all the duplicates. So remember, we don't want any duplicates. That's why we want it to be a set. Then we're going to come over here, line, or for the or sign. Then we're going to say cols.count does not equal set. Same thing. Open up the parentheses, cols.count. Then we're going to say or. Same thing for the blocks. We're going to say blocks.count does not equal set. Open up the parentheses, blocks. Come outside of that, dot count. Open up the brackets. We're going to return false. Then we're going to Else we're just gonna come down here, or not else, but we're gonna come outside the for loop and we're just gonna return true. So let's run it, see how it runs, make sure it works, make sure it runs how it's supposed to. Let's see. Okay, we have an error. We have an error. What does it say? Cannot find. Oh, this should be .a, not 2 dots. So let's run it again. Let's run, and it's accepted this time. So let's submit it, make sure it stays accepted, because you know how LeetCode can get. Say later, and look at that. 6 milliseconds beats 31.15% of users with Swift, y'all. Not too bad, not too bad at all. We'll get those numbers up as we continue down our LeetCode journey, but right now we're just focused on solving the problems and getting the problem solved, right? So, get one more look at the code, y'all. Learn it, love it, read it. It's not that hard. We're just filtering out the periods, and we're making sure that there are no duplicates in the rows, columns, or counts, y'all. So get one more look at the code, y'all. One more look at the code. I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.